What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and it's Game 4. Yeah, Game 4. Round 4, ETC 2016 in Athens, Greece, guys. And we are going against Latvia. Now, you're looking at this picture. If you watch my other 3 videos, you would see a picture of the team right here with their shirts on and them all smiling and everything. But guess what? These guys didn't even take a picture of their team. They were like, screw you guys. Ain't no picture being taken now. So you're going to see some pictures of the first place trophies that neither one of our teams has gotten. I mean, it's the only other picture I could figure I could put up here besides like artwork, but that wouldn't fit the theme of ETC. I wanted you guys to see the players that are at ETC. Anyway, if you watched up to this point, for the whole team, Team America, Team USA, round 1 we tied. I think it was like a 70-70 or an 80-80, something like that score against our first opponents, which were Austria. Our second game was against France, and for clarification, because I said our whole team got smoked, our whole team did not get smoked. There was a couple players who excelled and did a little bit better than the rest of us, but we still lost as a team overall. I believe we got capped. The third game we played against England, and I'm pretty sure we got capped on that one as well. So we have 2 big losses and 1 tie, and we're just like, guys, we had our chant. Our chant was submarine, because we're just saying from here on up, there's only one way to go. We're going up. We went all the way down. We're going to bounce right back up. So we're going against Latvia. We're on the last table. I am not kidding. We are on the last table right now against Latvia, and we're like, you know what? We got to do this. So I actually put against Latvia. I don't remember their other. I do remember they had a Kingdom of Equatorian army that I wanted to face against. They had a Vampire Coven army that I would like to face against, and then they also had this Beastman player. And I was like, you know what? The Beastman player doesn't have anything that scares me, so I think that was a green matchup. So we'll go ahead and get me the green matchup against the Beastman player, and I'm like, all right, cool. I have a good opportunity now. I'm not playing against the army that's just designed to destroy me. I'm not playing against the #1 guy in frickin' the country. I'm not playing I don't even know if there's a #1 guy in Latvia. I'm just saying. And so I'm like, alright, cool. So my opponent, let me pull up his thing right here real quick. Team Latvia. Okay, they had Vermin Swarm, which is a hell no to me as always. Empire's a hell no. Highborn Elves. Actually, the Highborn Elf player I wanted to play against. Ogre Cons, I don't think I wanted to play them, but I could have. They had Warriors of the Dark Gods, Vampire Coven. Both of those are good for me. Dwarven Holds is alright. Beast Herds. The guy's name is Zurdo. Seriously, his name is Nikolay Zurdo. Or is it Nikolay Nestorov Zurdo? I don't know how to say his name. I butcher everybody's name. I butcher people's names that should be easy for me to say, more or less, not even including a foreign country. Anyways, so right here, this is what he got for totems. He has the Blackwing totem, some freaking Bloody Horn totem. I can't read the other 2 because it's as blurry on my screen as it is on yours. I took a blurry ass picture. Most of these pictures in this video are going to be slightly blurry because in the back table have like probably the worst lighting out of all the tables, so my camera, once it has bad lighting, has a hard time picking up crisp pictures. For his army, the guy on the right is his general, the guy on his left is his BSB. These guys are butt naked, and I mean seriously, butt ass naked. They have no magic items, nothing. I think one of them has the Dark Rain totem to make it where the first round of shooting is -2 ballistic skill, and I have to roll a 4 up or something like that for war machines. But besides that, he's coming with a freaking straight in-your-face army. He has the one item that's going to give everybody, like all his monsters and chariots and stuff, Vanguard. He has these 2 Minotaur Lords. Oh my god, these 2 guys. One of them has, I'm gonna read it for you guys here. He has a Minotaur Warlord with Mithril Mail, Sword of Strength, and Talisman of Supreme Shielding. He's 330 points for that Minotaur Warlord. The other Minotaur Warlord has Agor's Flayed Hide, which I have no fucking clue what that is. Probably a regen save, maybe. A Divine Icon, a Dragonfire Gem, and the Flesh Render. Holy shit, those guys are beastly. They're gonna freaking get impact hits. They're gonna do all this other crap, right? As you can see, this is deployment. Okay, he deployed everything first, and I don't know why I didn't take a picture of his whole army. He has 2 giants, 2 Jabberwocks. He has like 4 chariots, 2 Razor Tusks. He has 2 ambushing units, and basically his whole army's made to get in your face. It's all monsters. It's all chariots. It's basically made to just run in your face and fight, right? Now, personally, most of this stuff I'm going to be steadfast to or stubborn against. So I'm like, I'm not really afraid of his list. The only two things in that whole list that scare me are those 2 Minotaur Warlords running around. Because those guys get a lot of attacks. They're frenzied. The good news is that since they're frenzied, I could frenzy bait them and make them run the wrong way. So this is how I line up. He put everybody in the center. I decided to put everybody in a corner. I leave both my goblins near my war machines in case his ambushers pop up by the war machines. I could throw fanatics out and he'll have to deal with them. I put the trolls protecting the flank, I put the orcs in the center, and I put the 2 spiders on one flank as well. And then I have I put one goblin on the right side of Vanguard and one in the middle to Vanguard. And basically, when we start going through Vanguards, you can see this is kind of more or less how he deployed. He vanguarded up the 1 chariot. I vanguarded up the 1 goblin wolf rider on this side, and I basically do this just to slow his ass down on the right side. I figure he's gonna have to wheel everybody around from the right side to the left, or vice versa if you're on his side of the table. But and this will slow down his movement, just that 1 guy that's there. So that's basically how it looks. He does have some dogs and stuff like that. He's gonna vanguard up, and this, like I said, the vanguard basically gets shortened because my 1 wolf rider's there. It is gonna start off his turn 1. Beast herds, Latvia's beast herds, turn 1. So first thing is he had 1 Jabberwock who did not Jabberscythe did not vanguard, so he decides to charge with that, causes a terror check, and my freaking wolf rider runs into the water, and he's just basically terrored. And he moves up everybody on this side. He doesn't really have much to get charge in. He has a bunch of chaff that he's going to come in my way, but that's about it. Magic phase, he got 4 power dice. He threw up a totem. I don't really care. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Now, guys, before I go ahead and start this game, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. This is probably by far one of the most fair games I had at the ETC, but besides that, I had one of the most epic games in this game, or epic moves in this game, and you'll see it. You'll see it. I honestly have to call it out now. This is just, I'm excited to tell you about this. So first things first, I have the Squig Hoppers facing like this crooked line here, and I'm going to go ahead and charge into his Razor Tusk. He flees with the Razor Tusk out of the way, and it causes my and he didn't flee far. He fled like 3 inches. So I'm like, I could catch his ass. No, I freaking failed that. That was horrible. I freaking only needed like a maybe like a 6 on Swift Stride, and I failed it. I charged the Chicken Rock into, I think it might have been the Giant. It's either the Giant or the Razor Tusk. I move up Chicken Head on this side basically because I want to start using him as chaff against one of the Minotaur Lords, and I'm trying to see what his line of sight was. I think I did charge the Giant, and I was hoping to attack the Giant, kill the Giant, whatever, and then chaff him up, whatever. Not really too worried about the Giant. This guy, I failed that charge too, by the way. This guy right here, he ends up failing his terror check. He keeps running. He falls off the table. He's just a waste of points at this turn. And yeah, like I said, both those guys fail their charge, and I kind of sit back. I have my war machines. I gotta let my war machines do their job, and I'm just gonna sit like this. Magic phase. I didn't take a picture of my dice, but trust me, magic happened. I go ahead and I do an evil eye. I do the evil eye right into the Giant. Does 1 wound. Okay. I go ahead and I do bashing fist with a couple dice, and I end up getting double 6s, which multiplied even to more. And he lets it go through, of course, which sucks. And I end up, I think I just like take a wound or something like that. I think the Wizards took a wound. If not, I lost like a couple Orcs. Didn't really matter. Shooting phase. My first freaking rock lobber misfires. Come on, man. Misfires cannot shoot for the rest of the game. On a freaking Monster Mash list, my war machine decides not to work. This rock lobber, on the other hand, though, I shot it at his Minotaur Warlord. It drifts off, hits the chariot, and does 3 wounds onto this chariot. And he's just like, that sucks. So he's going to go ahead, and to be honest, what he does with this chariot after this is he just runs it back behind the lines, and he hides it for the rest of the game. He puts it like in the dead pile, like I think it's dead, but I know it's there. I just couldn't get to it. I'm going to shoot this web launcher into his ambushing, or not his ambushing, into his general's bunker, because there's the most bodies I could see in one spot. Ends up hitting, killing off like 3 or 4 guys, and that was it. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 2 Beast Herds. Now, for those of you wondering, it's hold your ground. So there's a center point in the middle of the table. We have to hold that with the banner, and whoever has it at the end of the game wins the game, basically. So he's going in for a triple charge here. He's charging into the giant. He's charging in both chariots. I didn't know beast herds. The whole army book of beast herds gets Strider in the forest. So charging through the forest does nothing to him, which I didn't know that. So he ends up charging these wolves on this side into my goblins, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to stand and shoot. So I do stand and shoot. I don't know if I kill the dogs. I stand and shoot regularly. I did not release my fanatic. That's what I did. And I failed to wound, by the way. These guys are all moving over this way, and now he has both his Minotaur Warlords on one side, kind of doubling up on the spiders. He was coming hunting for those spiders. That's what he wanted to do with those Minotaur Warlords, which is a smart play. He moves his giant back. He keeps his chariots chilling back there. Magic Phase, he got 7 power dice. He goes ahead and he does the Bloodied Horn Totem onto this guy to up its charge range. I think. No, this is the one armor piercing and attack. And I'm like, whatever, you can have it. He didn't do it. Kill some fucking Nashers, whatever. Impact hits alone's gonna kill the Nashers. There it goes. Impact hits kills 4 of them or 5 of them. The one guy attacks back, does 1 wound onto the Razor Gore chariot, and he's just gonna pop the unit eventually. Over here, close combat. He ends up killing one goblin, and I have a rank and a banner. He loses combat. He loses combat, and he's gonna run away, and he starts running this way. And there was an ongoing joke the whole game, talking about those dogs right there running away, saying on turn 6 they're gonna rally at the end of the table. I was waiting for them to rally because they don't run far every turn. Every turn they're just gonna keep running a couple inches, and I'm like, turn 6 they're gonna freaking turn around. As you can see, his Jabber Scythe is lowering my leadership on my spiders, and it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 2 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2 Orcs and Goblins. Here it goes, guys. So I decide I'm going to put the pressure on him, right? He's obviously moving his Minotaur Warlords towards my spiders. So I decide to use Chicken Head to chaff up both his Minotaur Warlords. And I figure Chicken Head is great. He's going to sit right there. They're going to have to waste a turn with their frenzy and go the wrong way. And I'm just going to move the Chicken Rock all the way over this way. By the time he's done with that, if he charges in with chariots, oh well, I'm stubborn. And then my general's in range. The A-Rock will fuck up a chariot. We all know this. Or Chicken Rock will fuck up a chariot. If he doesn't, I'm charging right into his general's bunker with the Chicken Rock, and he is SOL, because the general bunker has nothing at all, right? So, this is how it looks. I took two wounds, so it looks like I took a wound on each wizard on that miscast, by the way. He did charge, or he did overrun with one of his chariots into the trolls when he killed the squigs, but whatever. I'm not too worried about that. I moved the A-Rock back and over a little bit. I forgot why I did this. I think I did this so I didn't expose my flank too much with the orcs, but at the same time, I want to be able to. I think I wanted to just web launch, maybe. Anyways, Magic Fade's got 7 power dice. I go ahead and I do fix it up onto his thing over here. I think I just did this for the hell of it. I don't even remember, man. Why did I do shit like this? I don't know. And then I do a bunch of dice onto Evil Line. He stops this one. I did it because I knew he would let it go through, is what it was. Shooting phase. I decided to shoot all my goblins at his Jabberwock because why not? It does 1 wound. Then I go ahead and I shoot the Rock Lobber here into that Jabberwock, okay? And what ends up happening is it drifts 2 inches. I aimed it at the center, and we just had this conversation at lunchtime where Colin was like, you don't ever aim at the center of the model. You always aim at the corner of the model. This is after talking about the Shoggoth incident in the France round. So I'm like, I was supposed to aim at the bottom corner, but I aimed at the center because I said it like an asshole, like, because I'm so used to saying it, like, I'm just going to throw it at the center of the unit. And I throw it at the center of the unit, and it drifts off 2 inches in the diagonal of the base of the model. So it technically still hits the center hole on the Jabber Scythe. Now he's like, no, it's over here. And I'm like, no, it's over here. And first off, this is the second argument I've had at ETC about which way the freaking arrow's pointing. Alright? The cool thing is, I think this was Mo. It was either Mo or Kaiser Soze who came over and did this rule judge over here. But I think it was Mo. On my Adepticon dice, the arrow's pointing in a direct straight line, not in angles like the GW dice. The Adepticon dice is in a straight angle, and you could grab an exact either a laser pointer or a the tape measure and put it in the exact line with the dice because it's parallel. So it makes it a lot easier to see the angle that you actually have versus trying to just do it off of the freaking arrow itself. So once he figured that out, we had to pick up the model. We had to put little like freaking crosses everywhere to show exactly where the model was when we picked it up very carefully, and we measured it, and the center hole was on the model, and BAM! Took his ass out. Freaking ordnance hit that freaking flying son of a bitch. I don't think it caused the panic on the other dogs, but yeah, that was a good lucky shot right there by a rock lobber. These guys over here, they didn't move. They're going to shoot at the pig. They end up killing off or doing one wound onto the pig here, the razor tusk. And then these guys were just like, bleh, puked all over that chariot. He was like, what? I'm like, puke. And he's like, oh shit. And his chariot just snapped in half. It was just like, oh shit. He didn't even wound my trolls. That was nasty. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 3 beast herds. Turn 3 beast herds, and I really need to clean my phone. Ah, man. This was, and we had the judge still there, by the way, for this. This is the heartbreaking moment of my game right here. One of the heartbreaking moments, one of the many heartbreaking moments of all my games. The giant could fit in that crack between both of his Minotaur lords. So he goes ahead and he does a charge from his giant into my chicken head, and chicken head failed. You can see I got double sixes on the fucking roll. I failed the leadership check, which means both his Minotaurs are free to run around. Fuck, man. Fuck. Ah, he knew it. He knew it. Ah, shit. So chicken head's running from the giant, going this way, which leaves the chicken rock available to be charged. He's charging in the pig here. I decide I'm going to stand and shoot. Now I'm going to give these goblins a fucking shitload of credit, man. They just fended off against dogs. They just shot a fucking jabber scythe, and now they're going to shoot at this fucking pig. Fuck this pig. I do a wound to the pig. I don't care. Bring it. I only need to do one more wound. This chariot decides to do a flank charge onto my orc horde right there to pick off my shaman, and I just realized I gave him my shaman. My shamans are both on that corner, and I was like, fuck. And then here it goes. He's charging his Minotaur Lord. I'm going to call that one the Beast. Okay? And the other one's Tank. Alright? Because the one that's Tank is 2-up armor. But Beast is coming into the flank of the Chicken Rock. He's charging the Razor Gore Chariot into the Chicken Rock. Oh, man, this is going to hurt. And they both get in, right? And he charges in the one that went into the Orc Horde. Tank went up on top of the hill. He's basically just telling my A-Rock, like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? I'm coming for you, motherfucker. Magic Phase got 3 power dice. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever he threw up, I just dispel scrolled it. And he's like, oh, might as well. That guy's dead. So my goblin dispels the Bloody Horde Totem. Close combat over here. His fucking Razor Tusk thing over here fucking killed like 4 goblins. My goblins fail to wound, but they're steadfast. And my general is barely in range, and they stick. And then over here, impact hits just rack up 4 wounds onto the Chicken Rock. Chicken Rock goes ahead and attacks. I just do all my attacks onto that one Minotaur Lord because he has no armor. He only has a regen save, and he regens them. A fucking ordnance hit. He regens a bunch of other hits, and I only got 1 wound off. Poison. Fuck. He basically starts doing all of his attacks. He has a great weapon, and he just wrecks my Chicken Rock. He has to overrun because he's frenzied, and he's going to overrun with both units, or just one, I think. He turns the chariot around. Ah, man. Close combat over here. His impact hits, kills 2 orcs. He starts attacking with the monster, kills off one of my goblin shaman, attacks with his other guy, kills off my other shaman. Like that, he took out both my wizards. I am steadfast. I'm thinking like, son of a bitch. Watch me fail another steadfast roll. Just watch. I don't. But I lost both my wizards, which is just like, come on, man. Ah, come on. Turn 3. Orcs and goblins. My trolls are charging into this thing. Fuck this thing. I don't give a fuck. I think it's a rear charge. It might have been... No, I think it was a flank charge, just because the way it was angled. The angle was just like 3 of my trolls see his flank, technically, because of the angle. Whatever. Anyways. So I go ahead and I do a flank charge. I didn't move all the way in because my fucking orc or my troll is huge. That's my brother's hand there, by the way. I moved the A-Rock around his Minotaur Lord. I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck with that guy. That guy tank has a 2-up armor. I'm like, I'm safer on this side. So I just marched all the way around everybody. He was just like, what? I was like, I'm not fighting that guy. Fuck that guy, man. Chicken Head did rally. But this, my orcs are stuck. I have no shaman. I'm fucking stuck like this. I'm like, god damn it. I gotta just make do with what I have. The good news is the beast is facing the wrong way. Tank is facing downhill towards my orc horde, but I'm like, I gotta take it if I gotta take it. Shooting phase, I'm gonna shoot my rock lobber into the beast, and it ends up drifting off. This is the second time this has happened, by the way. Drifts off like 8 inches, hits his Razor Gore chariot, does 3 wounds onto it. Oh man, close combat over here. He ends up killing off 3 more goblins, but my goblins finish the wound on his fucking Razor Gore over here, his Razor Tusk. Oh, good job, Gobos. Oh man. And what did I do over here? I think, did I just shoot these guys? Oh, I had to release a fanatic, I think. Yeah, my goblins, that's what happened. I'm sorry. My goblins on the right side had to release their fanatic because the Razor Tusk was in the way. So I threw him through the unit into the Razor Tusk on purpose. Had to split up the shots because it was freaking randomized. Killed 3 of my goblins, killed the Razor Tusk. Which, this is still shooting phase, so those goblins that just got freed decided to shoot at the dogs that were coming. I killed 3 of those dogs, caused them to panic, and they start running with the other ones. And I was like, watch both of them, turn 6, rally. Oh, man. Over here, how did this happen? I do only 3 wounds? That's bullshit. I puked on him. I know I puked on him. I hit him with the orcs, and I only did 3 wounds. Apparently, I didn't finish off that last wound. His fucking chariot's gonna stay. It's his turn? My turn right now. It's my turn, but I end up facing him, I believe. Or I should have killed him. No, I killed him. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think I faced him on my turn. On his turn. On my turn, I'm gonna go. My general swings does 3 wounds. Then he does 1 wound here. And then I go ahead and I puke. There it goes. And it kills him. There we go. And then I'm going to reform facing this way. I reform my ranks a little bit slimmer. I basically face the trolls facing his beast, but his beast is facing the wrong way anyways. But basically, looking at it right now, I'm like, alright, I got to avoid his fucking Minotaur Lords. His chariots don't scare me. His giants don't scare me. His freaking unit doesn't scare me. I just got to watch out for these 2 Minotaur Lords. These guys are lethal, man. It's going to start off his turn. Turn 4. Orcs and goblins, or beast herds. Here it goes. He's charging his giant into my trolls. He's charging his chariot here into the trolls. He's charging his Jabbersite that was chilling back here into the trolls. And it's a base because I don't want to drop the real one. I told him just put that extra base he had running around there. And he charges that chariot into the trolls. So basically he's trying to hit the trolls with everything he has. He needs to do enough wounds to cause me to break. Or he needs to do at least 6 wounds and have the giant in there, so that way I'm not steadfast. All right. So he charges his Minotaur Lord here into Chicken Head. Do I take that? I think I take it like a man. I think I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it. He's gonna hit him, but he's gonna overrun that way in the wrong direction, basically allowing me to get a flank if I need to. And he's charging this chariot into these goblins, and these goblins are like, let's release that fanatic finally. They release the fanatic, throw him out there, and he fucking got doubles. And guys, I know you guys told me on my last game that they don't die on doubles on the release. Thank you for a clarification. I totally still did it at this game because I didn't know. I thought he died right away. So I was like, son of a bitch, the freaking goblin died right before that happens. He charges. Who the hell is that one? Oh, this is the conclusion of the charges. So his Jabberscythe got in, his giant failed, the 2 chariots got in, and then he uses all this chaff against my orcs because he realizes his Minotaur is going to run this way, and he doesn't want me to hit him with all my freaking orcs. right? He doesn't want me to my whole horde to hit his fucking Minotaur Lord. Alright, magic phase. He got 7 power dice. He goes ahead and throws up the bloody horn totem. I stop it. He goes ahead and throws up another bloody horn totem. I stop it again. He goes ahead and he throws up a bloody or black wing totem. Gets it off, right? And he puts it onto his Jabber Scythe, which gives him +3 initiative and extra charge range, right? This guy right here, he skims my goblins. Just skims them, okay? He skims the Fanatic for whatever reason. I forgot why he did this, but because he wants to overrun into my freaking war machine. That's why he did it. So he's like, as long as he avoids that, right? So he does like 4 or 5 wounds, okay? I do 1 wound on just a lucky hit, right? He breaks my unit, but based on the fact of where he's standing and center to center, I'm going to run crooked towards my other goblins, and he decides to pursue. He said he's going to pursue, which turns his fucking chariot right onto that Fanatic. Boom! Oh, God! Oh, shit! Holy shit! Oh, my God. He was just like, shit! Why did I do that? I'm like, I don't know why you did that. I was wondering the same thing. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was brutal. Okay. Over here. What is this? What's going on over here? Why is there a dice there? Oh, his Minotaur Lord just wiped the floor with Chicken Head. Just popped him like nothing, right? And he's going to overrun. He overruns this way, crooked, into these guys over here. And then over here, this is just okay. He does 5 wounds. What I tell you guys, he needed 6 wounds and the giant in. The giant's not in, doesn't matter. All I needed to do was make sure I had the front row, right? So he goes ahead, does all his impact hits. He does 5 wounds, okay? He has the Jabber Scythe go, the giant, or I'm sorry, the trolls decide they're just going to puke again. I'm like, I'm not even going to fuck the bullshit. I'm just going to puke all over these guys. So I do 4 wounds onto the Razorgore Chariot. I think maybe just 1 wound because he had 3 on him. I do 2 wounds onto the regular Chariot, and I do 1 wound onto the Jabber Scythe. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 1. And I have a rank, right? So I have 1, 2, 1. That's 4 wounds. A rank is 5, okay? He has a charge. He has 5 wounds, so he's already up by 1, and a flank. So he's at -2 to me, alright? But the good news is I'm steadfast. My general's right there. I'm on a leadership 7. No, 8. Because I'm normally leadership 9, but his fucking Jabber Scythe is dropping me by 1 leadership. I roll the dice, I get a 9. Alright, my BSB's there. I'm going to roll the dice, I roll a fucking 12. God damn it, again! Those fucking trolls! Fucking trolls! 3 games so far. They failed the steadfast. 3 games, or 2 games they failed the steadfast. 1 game they failed the stupidity, and my freaking orcs fail the steadfast. What the flying fuck, man? What the flying fuck? You gotta be fucking kidding me. God damn it. I'm not even answering this call. I don't care if it's for fucking work or anything. I'm not answering this call because I'm ranting on YouTube. Person who's calling me from Chicago. That actually might be somebody for work. Oh my God! He knows it. He knows. He said it time and time and time again. Oh, I'm lucky. Oh, that was really lucky. I'm like, you motherfucker. God damn it. It's gonna start off. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Well, basically this is how he overran. He overran this way to chase the trolls off because it was the decision of which way do the trolls run, and he wanted to run towards. He didn't want to run towards the orcs because if he hits the orcs, he knows he's going to lose those chariots. So he ran this way, pushes my trolls off the table. I think we had a conversation about it, and I even told him like it's smarter just to go this way because if you go into the orc horde, those chariots are dead. I'm gonna charge this fucking pig. I'm like, you know what? I need points. You just took like 400 points from me, dude. So I'm gonna charge this fucking pig. He flees. I charge the wolves. He flees. I'm like, you son of a bitch, you, right? So I'm like, alright, my guys are gonna fail. All right, and I'm like, you know what? I could charge this pig here, push him in the way of something else. I think I do, and I'm like, you know, I was contemplating it actually. I was really contemplating charging this pig, and I ended up doing was like, you know what? Fuck the pig. I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna fail charge with my freaking orcs. Okay, he has 2 Minotaur Lords staring at my orc unit, and those 2 Minotaur Lords will fuck me up. He has a giant staring at my orc unit. He has, I think that's about it. Oh, and the Jabberscythe. The Jabberscythe is staring at my orc horde. So if the Jabberscythe gets in, the giant gets in, the 2 Minotaur Warlords get in, I am probably going to lose. Even if I'm steadfast, I'm probably going to lose, and it's probably going to be a leadership 8 rerollable, and I'm probably going to lose. So I'm like, fuck it. It's a Hail Mary. I'm going to charge the A-Rock into the rear of that Minotaur Lord. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from one tip to the other tip, so I could get a charge, a big rear, which is 3 combat res, and a downhill. That's 5 combat res. If I do this, now that's Tank over there. Tank, the Minotaur Lord, has a 2-up armor and a 4-up ward. So I probably won't wound him. I'll probably only get the 5 wounds. I might get 1 lucky wounded. Okay? He has 6 attacks, strength 7. So he needs to get, he's going to hit on 3s, which is most likely he'll get 4 hits out of the 6. And he's going to wound on 3s, which he might get 3 out of the 4 wounds. Which means I'll win, plus I cause terror, which is -1 to his leadership. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking just do the Hail Mary. I already fucking lost this game with just losing the trolls. I'm like, fuck, I got to just do this, right? So I'm going to do it. Charging in, A-Rock, Mother of Dragons, the tournament MVP for 3 games in a row, or 3 tournaments in a row, is going in. I'm like, fuck it. At least that covers my rear. I'm going to turn the orcs this way. They're coming for the objective. They're basically just going to say fuck it to the Jabberscythe. They're going to make sure the Warlord is facing the front, the Giant's facing the front, and I'm just going to have to deal with it this way. It's a risk. I'm going to have to take it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm already fucking, like, this trolls failing that really fucked me, like, really bad. There's no magic. My shooting didn't do shit. We're just going to go straight into combat. So I got the charge, I got the downhill, I got the fucking rear. He whiffs. And I mean, he whiffs. He has 6 attacks and he gets 1 wound. I'm like, yes! I got this son of a bitch. You're down by 5, man. Down by 5 leadership, alright? He's a leadership 8. He's down by 5. Charge, big rear, and downhill. And he has 1 wound, but I got the terror. I got this, and he rolls a 3. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? The fucking Minotaur Warlord stuck there on a 3. He couldn't turn around though because he failed that twice, or he failed that once. There's no BSB nearby. Oh my God! Turn 5, or is it turn 4? Beast Herds. Turn 5. Beast Herds. He's charging the giant into the flank of my A-Rock, and I'm like, shit. He's charging these dogs that were chilling on the side here into the flank of my goblins. I have to stand there and take it like a man. I'll be steadfast for a while. And then he charges the Jabberscythe over my unit into the A-Rock, and I'm like, fuck, man. Fuck. Seriously, I mean, like every game at ETC has been looking like, oh, I got this, I got this, I got this, and BAM! Just nothing happens. I am convinced that the dice, my dice, think I'm on the other side of the globe. So when I roll a 1, that would be a 1 here, it's a 6 over there, and when I roll a 6 that's supposed to be a 6 over here, it's a 1 over there. Oh man, he charges. Who the fuck did he charge here? I don't think he charged the dogs. I don't think he charged anybody. I think it's just the old charge marker. Anyways, Magic Phase got 8 power dice. He goes in and he throws up the Bloody Horn Totem, which gives his Minotaur Warlord an extra attack. And I'm like, dude, I don't have a shaman, so I'm just going to drop all my dice on this. Fuck your Bloody Horn Totem. I stop it. He tried Gnarled, or I'm sorry, is it Gnarled? Yeah, Gnarled Horn Totem, or Hide Totem, to like beef up his something here. Make him -1 to hit, I think it is. And I'm like, go ahead and take it, because you know what? I'm not even going to attack the tank anymore. I got some juicier targets. So then he goes ahead and he does Blackwing Totem onto his fucking Jabberscythe, give him +3 initiative. I can't attack him first now. So he goes ahead and he swings again. He swings again with the Minotaur Lord, and he whiffs again. He gets 2 wounds. 2 wounds. I'm like, okay, my A-Rock's alive. He goes with the Jabber Scythe. He gets 1 poison off, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm still good. All right. Now what I gotta do is his fucking giant has 1 wound on him. I need to do 5 wounds to the giant. 5 wounds. I have to fucking kill this giant before the giant gets to attack, right? And I go ahead and I do the ordnance hit, get the ordnance hit, I get a couple attacks off, and I end up racking up 4 wounds. A total of 5 wounds total. He has 1 wound left. God damn it! I do have goblins that can still attack the giants, okay? Because the giant's giving him a big flank, and besides the fact that he's about to do some wounds, right? And I'm like, as long as he doesn't roll a 6. So what does he do? He rolls a fucking 6. He rolls a 6, which is Giant Smash. He's going to stop my A-Rock for a turn, okay? And I'm like, fuck. So I go ahead and I look at the rules for Giant Smash, and it says, if your model hasn't attacked yet, his next set of attacks cannot attack. Okay? So I'm like, huh. He does 1 auto wound, so I got 4 wounds total. Okay? Or he did 1 with the Minotaur, 1 with the poison, and he did 1 with the Giant Smash. So I have 4 wounds total. Then I call the ref over. I don't think the ref left. I think the ref's just been chilling by our game. And I'm like, I have a question. He's like, what's up? I go, Giant Smash. It says, my next set of attacks can attack. My goblins haven't attacked. Does that mean the goblins don't get to attack? Or does it mean the goblins and the spider can attack next turn? And my goblins can attack this turn? And he was like, huh. So, that judge, which wasn't Mo or Kaiser, was somebody else, said the goblins this round cannot attack. Next round, if my spider's alive, can attack. I was like, okay. I brought this question up later because we had this question, you know, like it's bugging me. And if you guys have a possible solution to this answer, the judge said play it where the goblins can't attack, the spider can attack next turn. I brought it up to Kaiser. Kaiser said the same thing. He said the goblins cannot attack this turn, but the spider can attack next turn. Mo said no, the model can attack next turn. So there's confusion on that part. What are your guys' interpretation of that rule? Because that's interesting. Because Spider's initiative 4, Giants initiative 3, Goblins are initiative 2. This is one of the only situations this would ever happen in. Anyways, so he did Giant Smash. He did a wound. He has a charge, a big rear, okay, and charge, big flank, okay, and 3 wounds. So he has 6 combat res. Okay, I did 4 wounds to his giant, and I'm still technically a big rear into his fucking Minotaur Lord. I win combat. He sticks there with everybody. Every single one of them fucking stuck there. God damn it. But it's going to go ahead and start off. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Okay. So he put this guy here. This is his BSB, by the way. But he put his BSB here to chaff me up for a turn. And that's also why they stuck. Because he brought his BSB closer. But he put his BSB here so that way I cannot get to the center objective point. So he's trying to just hold me in there. He doesn't want me to get there. I charge him anyways. Okay? Was this shooting phase? Yeah, it was. So I get in, shooting phase, I shoot my rock at his Minotaur Warlord, it drifts off this way, hits a couple of my orcs. I don't even think it wounded a single orc. Alright, over here, close combat, here it goes. His Minotaur Lord swings. Whiffs for the 3rd time in a row. Does a couple wounds, like 2 wounds, okay? I had 4, now I'm at 6. I only have 2 wounds left. He swings with the Jabber Scythe. He does 1 wound. My A-Rock has 1 wound remaining. My spider's going to attack, and I'm like, alright, I got to think this through. And he, as you can see, he did turn his Minotaur Warlord around. His Minotaur Warlord, I don't have the big rear anymore in my favor, okay? So I'm like, alright, I got 1 chance of killing his giant. 1 fucking chance of killing his giant, alright, who's about to kill me. I do have an ordnance hit, and that Jabber Scythe is flying. So I'm going to put the ordnance hit into the Jabber Scythe. I'm going to put about 4 attacks from the spider into the giant. Maybe 5. I think I did 5. I was like, the giant has to die. I have to get at least 1 poison or 1 hit and wound onto that giant before I die. Okay, so the ordnance, maybe 2 attacks onto the Jabberscythe, everything else to the giant, and we'll see how it goes, right? So I roll all the attacks on the giant first, because this is the one that matters, if I'm going to live or die. So I roll the dice. I don't get a single fucking poison. Not one fucking poison. But I got like 4 hits. So I'm like, alright, I'm strength 5, he's tough 5, I need at least 1 fucking wound. I roll the dice, I look at the dice, I see them, and I see 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. BAM! I got that fucking giant. Fuck that giant. Holy shit. Alright, now, I gotta roll the dice for ordnance on that fucking Jabberscythe. I roll it, 6. Poison. I'm like, do you have a ward saver and regen? He goes, nope. So I'm going to roll that same dice. I roll it again, 6. Fucking ordnance, 5 wounds on the Jabberscythe. BAM! Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. The mother of dragons. Holy shit. A-Rock, you sexy son of a bitch, you. Of course, now I did 5 wounds and a wound versus his 3. His BSB is dead. Alright? He rolls. His Minotaur Warlord's gonna run, and my A-Rock chases, and I get that son of a bitch. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was like 600 points. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. You sexy son of a bitch, you A-Rock. Holy shit. Right now, me and my brother were like, yeah! We like clapped hands and shit. Because that was just insane. She just took out 2 monsters and a Minotaur Warlord with full armor. And just took them both out. In a straight up fight. That was a brawl. Holy shit. And she walked away. She walked away. Holy shit. Holy crap. Damn. The guy, and I'm playing Nikolov, I think, what was his name? Yeah, Nikolay. Sorry, Nikolay. He was just like, whatever, you're lucky, whatever. And he was like pouting. And I was like, dude, you're still winning. I don't know why you're so upset. Holy crap. Oh, man. Anyways, this combat over here, I think we forgot about it. But anyways, I think I stuck 1 round. But I killed 2 dogs. He killed a couple of my guys, and we're going to stick there. Over here, I killed his BSB, like I said, and I don't even think I faced the Warlord. I think I faced the units because the units are what bothers me more. And, yeah, that's it. It's going to start off his turn. I'm sorry, that was just like, holy shit. This is turn 6. Turn 6, he's charging in here. These guys obviously reformed in ranks facing this way towards the dogs. And he gets in right here. He doesn't charge anybody else. This is turn 6. He's like, I'm not going to fuck with the A-Rock because the A-Rock just fucked me up. He has his ambushing units popped on. They're going to just chill by the objective. So he got 2 units by the objective, right? And he uses his dogs as chaff here. So the one thing he was actually afraid of was that I could charge my general out of the unit into his general's unit, and he has no way possible of handling my general with that general's bunker. And that would take out a whole chunk of points like that. So he ended up moving the dogs even further to make sure I could only kill the dogs with my general. That I can't do any overrun shenanigans. I can't get anything. So that's what he does here. Close combat over here. I end up killing 2 of the dogs. He ends up doing a bunch of wounds. He overruns, kills off my goblins, and he overruns into my war machine here. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 6. Turn 6, orcs and goblins. I charge the dogs. That's all I could do. Close combat over here. He destroys this one, and that's about it. I kill the dogs. That was about it. And that's the end of the game. Holy crap. That was a bloody game. We add up all the points. All the points. And between the both of us, there was maybe a 70 to 80 point difference. He actually had more points than me by like 80 points. But he has the objective. So it went from a 10-10 to a 13-7. I lost the game, guys. That's some bullshit, man. But even though I lost the game, the A-Rock The A-Rock, easily the MVP of the whole fucking game. Probably the easiest MVP for the whole tournament at this point. The A-Rock gave me one of the happiest moments of my gaming career here, taking out 3 fucking monsters. Holy crap. I was talking about it the whole night. I was like, this is fucking insane, guys. This is fucking nuts. This is what happened with A-Rock. I gotta tell people, this is just nuts. I'm so glad I got it on camera. I'm so glad. Man, even though the guy won 13-7, even though he won, technically our whole team won. Our whole team did great. Len got his first big 20-0 win. There was a bunch of other big victories on our team. This is our submarine round. We're going to come back around, guys. So we got 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses now as a team, right? But even though I lost, I had a giant smile on my face. I'm like, that was fucking awesome. And even though that Nicolay won, he was just like, you're lucky. You're lucky. And he was like upset. And I was like, dude, it's alright, man, you won. And he's like, yeah, I guess I won. Yeah. Oh man, Nicolay is actually a pretty cool guy. He gave me his Latvia dice. It's a purple dice with like a Latvia eagle or something like that on there. I haven't looked at it recently, but I just know it's the purple one. But he's a cool guy. He's my Facebook friend now. Oh man, anyways guys, that was a fun game. Again, I didn't write down the point totals yet, so the numbers are all skewed right now. I'm gonna go ahead, you guys will see it when I say this part, because you'll see the thing scrolling up. So not only does Latvia not have a team photo, but in the other videos I was putting up like famous people from those countries, you know, and I couldn't find somebody in Latvia that I thought really took the cake, so I'm gonna give you somebody random. Sorry, you guys get Macho Man. Oh man, anyways guys, that was a hell of a game. Oh my god, our next opponent is against Netherlands, and the Netherlands is team of Blondbeer. So Blondbeer, we were hanging out the night before talking about who's our next opponent, right? And I made a comment about it saying, I bet you I could get Blondbeer to go for a game against me 10-10 YouTube versus YouTube. And they were like, let's try to set that up. So they actually do set it up, but it wasn't a 10-10. It was a 13-7. They're already assuming I'm going to lose. So I was like, whatever. They set it up. So Blondbeer's my next opponent. Round 5. And, man, that's going to be fun. Anyways, guys. Oh, God. I'm still, like, on a euphoric high on what the A-Rock did. You guys can't call me down on that. That was fucking awesome. Alright, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace. If you guys haven't hit like and subscribe, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Alright, later.